Larry Ellison is $100 billion richer after blowout Oracle earnings report. Larry Ellison became more than $100 billion richer on Wednesday, a day after Oracle, the software company he helped to start in 1977, issued dramatic cloud growth projections for the next 5 fiscal years. Those projections sent Oracle's stock price flying, up nearly 36% on Wednesday, lifting the value of Ellison's shares to $380 billion. The total puts Ellison closer to dethroning Elon Musk as the world's wealthiest individual. Forbes said Musk, 54, CEO of automaker Tesla, is worth over $437 billion. Bloomberg, which also keeps tabs on the world's richest people, said earlier Wednesday that Ellison briefly topped Musk on its billionaires index. Ellison, 81, remains active in Oracle as chief technology officer and chairman. Rather than gradually sell off his position in the database software maker, he has maintained it, holding more than 1.1 million shares for over 25 years. His disciple Mark Benioff, who runs sales management software company Salesforce, has done the opposite, and now Benioff, 60, is worth about $10 billion. Musk's share of Tesla has gone up thanks to generous pay packages, and the value of his SpaceX holding has multiplied in the past decade. In 2022, Ellison stepped down from the Tesla board after almost 4 years, but he's been keeping busy ever since. He has sharpened his focus on the healthcare industry with Oracle's $28 billion acquisition of Cerner in 2022. He ramped up his philanthropy with the launch of the Ellison Institute of Technology at the University of Oxford in December, and he helped complete the $8 billion Paramount Global Skydance merger last month. Ellison has also become an arms dealer for artificial intelligence infrastructure, most significantly allying Oracle with ChatGPT provider OpenAI. On Tuesday, Oracle said that its remaining performance obligation, a measure of contracted revenue that has not yet been recognized, now stood at $455 billion, up 359% from last year. Oracle also said its cloud infrastructure revenue stands to jump from $10 billion in the most recent fiscal year to $144 billion in fiscal 2030. Clearly, we had an amazing start to the year because Oracle has become the go-to place for AI workloads. Oracle CEO Safra Catz said at the beginning of Oracle's earnings call on Tuesday, during which analysts competed to toss the highest compliments at her and Ellison. We have signed significant cloud contracts with the who's who of AI, including OpenAI, xAI, Meta, NVIDIA, AMD, and many others. Meanwhile, Oracle has continued to grow in the sales of standard software. And by the way, we're much bigger than Workday or ServiceNow. And we're solving a larger portion of the problem, Ellison told the analysts. ServiceNow and Workday were worth a combined $256 billion at Wednesday's close. Oracle's market capitalization exceeded $920 billion. Only 9 companies on the S&P 500 index are worth more. Ellison has long been a supporter of President Donald Trump, donating to his campaigns and helping him raise outside money. The relationship offers a potential business benefit to the Oracle co-founder. Trump has been delaying the sale of TikTok's U.S. business, and said in January that he'd be open to ByteDance selling that business to Musk, who previously worked for the administration, or to Ellison. Musk loses crown as the world's richest person to Larry Ellison and then snatches it back. The battle among billionaires for bragging rights as the world's richest person got heated Wednesday with the surprising surge of an old contender, Larry Ellison. In a stunning few minutes after markets opened, stock in Ellison's Oracle Corp rocketed more than a third, enough for him to temporarily wrest the title from its longtime holder Elon Musk and hand it to the software giant's co-founder. But the stock market is fickle, and Musk was back on top by the end of the day, at least according to Bloomberg, as Oracle gave up a bit of its earlier gains. For those keeping score, the difference now is $1 billion, which isn't much given the size of the figures. Musk's $384.2 billion versus $383.2 billion for Ellison. The dueling fortunes are so big each could fund the lifestyles of 5 million typical American families for a year, about the entire population of Florida, allowing them to all quit their jobs, or they could just tell all of South Africa to take a vacation for a year and produce nothing, based on its gross domestic product. The brief switch in the ranking came after a blockbuster earnings report from Oracle powered by multi-billion-dollar orders from customers as the artificial intelligence race heats up. Musk became the world's richest person for the first time 4 years ago. A big reason is his stake in a hot but now cooling electric car maker Tesla. Stock in the company has been moving in the opposite direction of Oracle's, dropping 14% so far this year. Musk also controls several private companies including rocket maker SpaceX, his artificial intelligence company xAI and the former Twitter, now called X. Ellison owns about 40% of Oracle, which means its surging stock added $100 billion to his net worth in little over a half hour after the stock market opened. The night before, after trading had closed, the company announced in an earnings report that it had struck more than $300 billion worth of new deals, including contracts with the OpenAI, Meta, Nvidia and Musk's xAI. It said that it now expects revenue from its cloud infrastructure business to jump 77% to $18 billion this fiscal year, then rise to $144 billion in 4 years after that. Ellison said in an earnings call that Oracle would not just be making money from its computing centers that help build the next chatbots, but from the day-to-day running of those AI systems to run robots in factories, design drugs in laboratories, place bets in financial markets and automate legal and sales work at companies. In other words, Ellison's surge in wealth Wednesday morning reflected investor expectations that computers will take over many jobs now done by humans and Oracle will benefit. Or as the 81-year-old said on the call, AI changes everything. Musk is hoping the same for Tesla and his own net worth, but he's been struggling to convince investors. The company had been promising a big turnaround in electric car sales after they fell sharply earlier this year, but the bounce back hasn't happened. Musk has been downplaying the bad numbers by trying to shift investors' focus to Tesla's other business of making robots and advances in the artificial intelligence behind its cars and robot axis. While he keeps talking up the Tesla future, though, the bad news keeps coming. Tesla sales in the European Union plunged 40% earlier this summer, the 7th month in a row of drops, as customers balked at buying his cars after he took to X to support extreme right-wing politicians there. The company has been losing market share in the US too, as buyers angry with his embrace of Donald Trump have stayed away from Tesla showrooms. Oracle stock closed Wednesday at $328.33, a 36% jump. Tesla was up less than 1% at $347.79.